Welcome to a new series here on the channel. It is a very special series and one that I've been thinking about doing for a while. As you can see on the screen, it is, for the first time, a match in the forefront rather than the the computerized text of TEW. That is because I am trying my hand at announcing. And in particular, I had this match lying around, so I just chose to pick this match in particular to dub over. So now, without further ado, let's make this seem official and send it to the ringside. Here we go. It is time for the most anticipated matchup in recent memory. The heated rivalry between Triple X and America's Most Wanted goes back to TNA Year 1 in the fairgrounds in Nashville. That means that these two tag teams have been competing for supremacy here in TNA for the last 2 years, and now they are going to tear each other apart in 6 sides of steel. Daniels and Illich Skipper are in the ring already, and in comes the Wildcat Chris Harris and the Tennessee Cowboy James Storm. And though, well, I gotta say, who knew, fast forwarding to 2016 or 2017 in now, where people like James Storm and Chris Daniels and, what the future held for all these 4 men who were once at the top of their games in the X division. In TNA rather, in the tag team division. But this is the climax, the pinnacle of this heated rivalry between Wildcat Chris Harris, James Storm, and Triple X. It goes all the way back to when Triple X were a part of Sports Entertainment Extreme. And these two teams warred in the first tag team steel cage match in TNA history, and they also competed in the first 6 sides of steel in TNA history. If my memory serves me correctly, this match was in fact for supremacy. And what do I mean by that? Well, this match sought where the winner of the match would remain a team, and the losing team would be forced to break up. And now the match is underway, and it looks like Chris Daniels and, from what I can tell, James Storm are starting the match. And you could tell the hatred as they're trying to maim each other with the steel cage. Collar elbow tie up from Daniels. Collar elbow tie up again. Knee to the gut. Elbow to the back. Nice tag to Illich Skipper. And a tag to Wildcat Chris Harris. Wildcat and Illich trading soup bones right in the middle of the ring. And Illich Skipper shows his technical background and going right to the gut with those knees. Oh, did you hear that kick to the back of Chris Harris? Huh. Am I? Okay, no. Sorry, I thought I was mixing them up. In comes James Storm after a nice full Nelson slam by Chris Harris. Tag team action. And a stereo back body drop on Illich Skipper. That's taken bumping and feeding to a whole new level on the part of the Fallen Angel. And Fallen Angel sidesteps, reverses. AMW blocks Wildcat Chris Harris with the superplex, and he gets battering rammed into the steel cage. I have never seen somebody get rammed into the steel cage quite like that, from the AMW to the Fallen Angel. Elix Skipper gets rammed into the cage, or actually the ropes. You could tell the hatred. Is it? If he wasn't bleeding then, he might be bleeding now. Yes, Chris Daniels, it looks like the Fallen Angel has been split open right above his eye. And James Storm is a shark that smells blood in the water, attacking that cut on the forehead of Chris Daniels right above his eye, grinding Daniels' face right into the steel cage. James Storm's looking for... he was looking for a vertical suplex, but it was blocked by Elix Skipper, who attacked him from behind and took advantage of the no-holds-barred stipulation in this contest. As Triple X now double team James Storm. Nice double scoop slam, and then Elix Skipper drops Daniels on James Storm with a scoop slam. After dominating the early part of this contest, it seems like Elix Skipper and Chris Daniels have the decided advantage against their storied rivals here in this one. James Storm blocked that ram into the cage from Elix Skipper. And now, more double team action from Triple X. A leapfrog, and Okay. And I couldn't tell what Elix Skipper did because it was out of camera shot, but either way, he knocked down James Storm. I apologize, that's Chris Harris. God, James Storm looks so young. God. Yeah, that's Chris Harris. I apologize. And Chris Harris tries fighting back, but Daniels ends that run. And now the heels are taking a decisive advantage against the babyfaces. And even though James Storm just basically rammed Daniels back first into the cage, it's up to the referee to take James Storm out of the ring. I don't really understand that, considering it's a 6-minute, a Hell in a Cell steel cage. I would think it would be tornado tag, but this is the first time TNA's done this. So, first time they gotta work out all the kinks. A nice catapult. It looked like Elix Skipper may have went face first into the cage, but it also could have been that he went face first into the corner. By the way, that is, at the time, TNA's senior official, Rudy Charles, or I believe his name is currently in WWE, Dan Engler. So, once again, God, Rudy Charles looks young too, or a lot different than he does in TNA and WWE. James Storm is a house of fire. Looking at James Storm now, I never thought I'd see him do an enziguri. But that just shows how different things are now and how younger James is compared to where he is in this one. Daniels blocked that attempt at death sentence, which is the finish for AMW, but was taken out via the crossbody block by Chris Harris. And now Chris Harris gets rammed face first in to the cage by Elix Skipper. My God. It might have been a normal tag team match to start, but things are breaking down now between AMW and Skipper's got handcuffs. Skipper's got the handcuffs that AMW brought into the ring. He's handcuffing. Skipper is handcuffing Chris Harris and grinding his head into the cage. He's handcuffing him to the corner. Oh my God. When you thought this rivalry between these two teams couldn't get any more heated, oh my God, he handcuffed Chris Harris to the top turnbuckle and grinded his head into the cage, and now Daniels and Alex Skipper are beating down the Tennessee Cowboy. This feud, this rivalry between these two tag teams, my God. Wait, what the hell does Daniels have? Is that the key? Oh my God, he's jamming the key into the face of James Storm. He's jamming the key into the face of James Storm. That's the key for the handcuffs. And now Daniels is wearing that key like a necklace, like a badge of honor. What a sick man Chris Daniels is. A battering ram into the cage. My God. What a maneuver. That just shows how heated this rivalry is between Triple X and America's Most Wanted. Oh my God, James Storm is busted open. He's grinding his wrist. He's grinding his wrist into the face of James Storm, much like Wildcat did earlier in the match with Chris Daniels. Alex Skipper is a shark that smells blood and is trying to inflict more pain and suffering onto the Tennessee Cowboy. Every time Chris Harris tries to overcome and get back up, he just gets knocked right back down. It doesn't matter if it's Daniels or Skipper. And it looks like the Wildcat is bleeding too. Wow, Daniels is bleeding a lot worse than I thought. What are these two doing here? Alex has James Storm. Daniels is on the corner, on the top rope. He's going for... What is he going for here? Oh my God! He put him on his shoulder, and Daniels dropped the elbow off the top rope. He kicked out. James Storm kicked out. James Storm kicked out at the count of 2. James Storm kicked out at the count of 2. These fans here in Orlando are getting behind the Tennessee Cowboy. Triple X are inflicting as much damage in... Oh, Daniels jumped off the top rope. Daniels jumped off the top rope with a clothesline to try and continue to beat down the Tennessee Cowboy. But the Tennessee Cowboy sidestepped, and Daniels took out Skipper. And then Storm speared Chris Daniels, and now Storm has the key to the handcuffs. Get it to Chris Harris and make this an even match once again. Get the key to Chris Harris. He got it. The Wildcat has the handcuffs key. He's got the key to the cuffs. He's got the key to the cuffs. Chris Harris is unlocking the handcuffs that Alex Skipper put on him to incapacitate him from the match. He's out. The Tennessee Cowboy. I apologize. Wildcat, what a wicked spinebuster on Chris Daniels. The Wildcat is out. And now Daniels and Skipper have to pay for their sins on the Fallen Angel. On Wildcat and James Storm. James Storm reverses him. James Storm reverses him. My God, an inverted suplex into the steel cage. My God. If Elix Skipper wasn't careful, he could have landed on his head. He suplexed him into the cage. He suplexed him into the cage. Luckily, he didn't drop him. What strength! What strength on display from the Wildcat. My goodness. He suplexed Chris Daniels into the cage. Not once, but twice. And then had the strength to drop him in the middle of the ring. What athleticism from Elix Skipper taking a Wildcat out with a belly-to-belly before taking James Storm out with a roundhouse kick. What are they doing here? Daniels has him positioned in a superplex. Oh, a suplex splash from Elix Skipper and Chris Daniels on the Wildcat. Chris Harris kicked out. Chris Harris kicked out. Chris Harris kicked out. Storm is back. Storm is back up. Swinging neck breaker. Swinging neck breaker. Right there from the Tennessee Cowboy. He sent Daniels into the cage. Worsening that blood. That cut right above Daniels' eye. The only person not split open in this match thus far is Elix Skipper. Heart attack by America's Most Wanted. Shades of the Shades of the Heart Foundation with that maneuver. A nice flatliner by Daniels. He sends him face first into the cage. He sends him face first into the cage. Battering ram. They stop him right there, and they send the Tennessee Cowboy flying into the cage. Look at all that blood on the mat. Look at all that blood. Look at all that blood on the mat. My God. Oh, insult to injury. Insult to injury. They're going for the death sentence. And they got it. They got it. Elix Skipper and Daniels are trying to beat. They don't do it. They don't do it. James Storm kicks out. James Storm kicks out. James Storm kicks out of the death sentence. Storm kicks out. Storm will not be beat by his own finishing maneuver. What are they doing here? Elix Skipper's now trying to go to the top rope. He's telling Skipper. My God, he's telling Skipper to go to the He's telling Skipper. He was telling Skipper to drop the leg on Wildcat Chris Harris from the top of the cage. No. A power bomb. Skipper got power bombed from the cage. Off the top rope into the ring. My God. How the hell did Skipper kick out? He just got powerbombed off the top rope. Angel's wings. No. Chris Harris kicked out of the Angel's wings. Sorry, that's James Storm, actually. I don't know how I could keep confusing him. Well, it's just the distinct characteristics that James Storm possesses now. He doesn't have any of those characteristics in this match because it's from 12 years ago. So all the characteristics he may have then, he doesn't have now. No. Well, where the hell is Chris Harris going? Get a close-up. I want to make sure that's Chris Harris. I want to make... Wait. What the hell? Elix Skipper. Elix Skipper. What the hell is Elix Skipper doing? What the hell is Elix Skipper doing? He's on the other side of the cage. Storm is halfway across the ring. He can't reach Storm. No. Oh my God. Rudy Charles is at a loss for words after that one, and so am I. And so am I. Elix Skipper. If Elix Skipper isn't dead, if an elbow drop off the cage from Daniels right into the heart of one half of his rival, Elix Skipper hasn't moved since hitting the Hurricane Rana off the cage. These four men are tearing each other apart, and they don't care if one of them or all of them do not walk out of this arena here tonight on their own volition. James Storm, Elix Skipper, and Wildcat Chris Harris have not moved. They are up top. Elix Skipper comes underneath the Tennessee Cowboy. Did you see how Daniels landed? Did you see how Daniels landed off that suplex? These four men aren't looking for supremacy in the tag team division. They are looking to maim each other. They are looking to kill each other. They are looking to make sure that one of them will not walk out of the Impact Zone here tonight. I am still at a loss for words after how Daniels landed from that maneuver, and after how fast Elix Skipper darted to the top rope after doing the Hurricane Rana off the top rope, off the top of the cage, on the Tennessee Cowboy. I mean, on the Wildcat. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Elix Skipper. He blocked James Storm. Did they both just run each other into the cage? Holy moly. They're trading soup bones right in the middle of the ring. That's the Wildcat and the Fallen Angel. Headbutt, 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 headbutt. They're on spaghetti legs. They don't know where they are or what's going on in this match at this point. Twisting. What are they doing here? Daniels has what? Daniels and Daniels. After what I just saw, I don't know what to say. Chris Daniels, and James Storm just scaled over the top rope. Scaled across the top rope. And just fought each other on the top rope. And James Storm was sent crashing to the mat by Super kick by the Tennessee Cowboy on Elix Skipper. Daniels is handcuffed to the apron. To the turnbuckle. Daniels is handcuffed to the turnbuckle. These four men have kicked each other's asses and taken everything each other has to take. These 4 men have given you everything in their bodies. They've given you their souls here tonight in Orlando, Florida. Chris Daniels got handcuffed to the top turnbuckle, and the skipper got dropped by America's Most Wanted for the 1, 2, 3. This match is over. America's Most Wanted get the victory over Triple X in what has been a jaw-dropping, incredible steel cage match. Between 4 incredible athletes. Even looking at Chris Daniels, you could see how much Daniels has aged to now. But look at James Storm. Look at James Storm. Look at how different he is 12 years ago compared to now. I mean, holy shit. These 4 men had not only one of the best tag team feuds in TNA, but also one of the best feuds in wrestling at this point. And at this point, the match is over. And so is this the first time I have given you my prowess, I guess you could say, and shown you a different side of me and given you a different type of video for this channel. And I hope you enjoyed this experience. If you did, feel free to leave a like, because I'd love to hear from you what you thought of my announcing in this video. And if you don't want to leave a comment, you can always leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this that you can only find right here at Wrestling Express. Till next time. Later.